Good morning, everybody. So let me take you through this wonderful journey of a study that we conducted named Assessing Awareness on Posterior Segment Diseases and Acceptance of Teleophthalmology in the Rural Areas, mainly the District Blindness Control Scheme camps that DBCS camps that the government conducts. So we've conducted the study on those camp patients. So what is community ophthalmology? It is nothing but the health management approach in preventing eye diseases and reducing morbidity. It comprises of a comprehensive evaluation that the patient have to undergo. That is, in terms of preventive, curative, promotive and rehabilitative activities. It is also referred to as the community-based eye care services. However, they share a common goal, that is, improving ocular health of the community with the active community participation. Ocular health, as we all know, is a critical for overall well-being of an individual, particularly in the rural areas wherein the access to eye care is often limited. In a study that was conducted by Sharma et al., around 82% of the respondents were willing to participate in teleophthalmology or teleconsultation. So in the picture here, what do we see? On the left-hand side, we have rural areas, and on the right-hand side, it shows the big cities. So this, with the help of this one instrument, that is the fundus on phone, the gap between the two areas can be bridged by such a simple instrument which can be used at the DBCS campsite. So we all know that India has a social burden of tuberculosis. Having said that, we should not neglect the non-communicable diseases, that is diabetic retinopathy or hypertension. As per the national survey which was conducted between 2015 to 2019 by Praveen Vashisht et al., he found that diabetic retinopathy among the study subjects with diabetes was around 16.9%, with sight-threatening diabetic retinopathy accounting to about 3.6%, and mild retinopathy cases accounted to about 11.8%. So another posterior segment pathology being glaucoma. So how do we communicate this to the camp patients? We just say that, sir or ma'am, the pressure within your eye is on the higher side. In Hindi we would say, आपके आँखों का pressure जो है वो थोड़ा ज़्यादा है. And in Kannada we would say, निम कण्ಣಿಗೆ pressure ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. So that is how we explain it to the camp patients. Having said that, as an ophthalmologist, a glaucoma triad would comprise of either a normal or a raised IOP with the optic nerve head changes in the form of optic neuropathy and the corresponding visual field defect. So a normal individual would see the first picture, whereas a glaucomatic individual would have a tunnel vision or the tubular vision. One of the most important risk factors for the development of glaucoma is age more than or equal to 40 years, and prevalence ranges between 2.7 to 4.3% among the Indians. This was again published in the Indian Journal of Ophthalmology. And glaucoma, as we know, is the second most leading cause of irreversible blindness, and that is the reason why we need to emphasize on early diagnosis and management of such a condition. Here our study, again it aimed at awareness of the posterior segment diseases and acceptance of teleophthalmology. And the primary focus of the study was screening of the posterior segment diseases in the camp patients. Our sample size accounted to about 1,000 patients, 1,000 to 1,209 patients is what we have collected so far. And it also comprised of a questionnaire which was standardized in order to gauge their knowledge levels concerning the posterior segment diseases, as well as their attitude towards the teleophthalmology. This was the study protocol. And the study design, it is a cross-sectional study design with a sample size of 1,209. Again, the results were analyzed at the Department of Ophthalmology in Ramaya Medical College, Bangalore. Statistics was done using SPSS software version 29, and that image shows the screening of the camp patient by the resident doctor. The gender distribution, most of the frequency was that females were the dominant in this the study group, and again educational level ranged from non-literate to graduate, and in our study it was seen that primary school individuals were on the higher side. Again, diabetic and non-diabetic population, so diabetic accounted for about 18.8%, and when compared glaucomatic and non-glaucomatic, glaucomatic comprised of about 0.3%. So The results again, when we look at the awareness of various posterior segment diseases, that is diabetes, glaucoma, the awareness is still lacking at the rural areas. And so our efforts should be directed in such a way that we educate the general public in terms of these diseases. And similarly for the glaucoma as well, only about 7.8% knew what glaucoma was. Our study was highly significant when we compared the educational status with the awareness regarding the diabetes, regarding the special equipment that we need to diagnose the condition, and also regarding the treatment of such diseases. The similar results were also obtained when we considered the glaucoma, and this is a study survey that shows the acceptability of the rural health patients regarding the acceptability of the teleophthalmology services. And the one important factor which prevents patients from coming to the tertiary care center is the distance. And so that has to be addressed, and with the help of just addition of a single tool such as the fundus on phone or the digital fundoscope is what we refer to as. So we can actually bridge this gap and lead to better improvement of the rural eye patients. And so in our study, we saw that the diabetic retinopathy, the prevalence of diabetic retinopathy among the diabetic population was 11.9%, and combined diabetic and glaucoma accounted about 2.2%. So when I say that this study is very significant in terms of, so we need to turn this moment to movement, which needs awareness at the grassroots level in the community about the vision threatening diseases, because one step towards saving vision, I don't think anybody of us should step back from that, because vision is highly important for any one of you, for me, and for everybody. And the primary eye care itself is an urgent need of this recognition and formal adoption by the profession, implicating effective sensitization of the fraternity in this regard. So DBCS, it focuses on screening for diseases like cataract, glaucoma. However, having said that, even the diabetic retinopathy, hypertensive retinopathy, glaucoma, and age-related macular degeneration changes need to be addressed and managed at first hand, and that can be just bridged using the teleophthalmology as well as the fundus on phone, also referred to as the digital fundoscopy, and that would serve the purpose of this community ophthalmology. So thank you one and all.
Dr. Rao,
Yes.
in your study, you are using this equipment. Can you preserve the document?
Yes, ma'am. We have all the documents, all the questionnaires of 1209 patients with us.
No. The fundus pictures.
The
and
fundus
everything,
the fundus
so
photos.
that it can be seen afterwards.
Yes, ma'am. So what we do is we screen the patients at the DBCS camp, and we take the fundus photos on the digital fundoscope, and the results are analyzed with the help of the questionnaire. Everything is noted down in the Department of Ophthalmology at our
Only you
institute.
don't need patient to move.
Sorry,
But
ma'am?
you don't need patient to move.
Yes,
to the,
ma'am. So that's the thing, because distance
because
is one of the...
teleophthalmology.
Yes, ma'am.
We are having a mobile setup.
Yes,
we
yes,
are
ma'am.
keeping the patient here and the consultant seeing at the main.
At the main hospital, the
So
tertiary
that
care.
is the actual
Yes,
teleophthalmology.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
In this only you are documenting.
In this, we are documenting the questionnaire. At the same time, we are screening the patient using the
who is
digital
documenting
fundoscope.
your resident?
The resident doctor who goes to the DBCS camp, we hand over the questionnaire to those residents, and on a daily basis, wherever the DBCS campsite is, we screen the patients, ma'am. And I would say one thing, that a lot of people say AI in ophthalmology is artificial intelligence in ophthalmology, but I would put it across saying it is an augmented intelligence. Instead of artificial intelligence, I think we should refer it to as the augmented intelligence, which helps us. That is, there is a role of the ophthalmologist. At the same time, this is just augmenting the knowledge.
Then you are keeping the track to the patient also.
Yes, ma'am.
Because
We
if
are
the
keeping a track. Yes,
record
ma'am.
is there, patient is missing.
Yes,
Then it
ma'am.
will be useless.
No, ma'am. We keep a track of the patient. At the same time, the patient is also registered at the PHC level.
There, the campsite. You
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
having few doctors there also, those who
yes,
can convey the things there.
Yes, ma'am. So the medical officer usually keeps a track of these patients. However, at the PHC level, again, the eye care services really need to be improved because they do not have an ophthalmologist at that setup. So I think teleophthalmology has to be considered significant enough in preventing those diseases. Thank you so much. ma'am.
Nice study. Whether AI was used in analysis of
No,
these
ma'am.
pictures, not in
So
this study.
for a few patients, yes, we did try, but mostly it is the ophthalmology residents who look at the picture and then we give the diagnosis.
So whether it was being seen by some consultants
Yes,
also?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Under the guidance of Dr. Tanuja GP, she's a consultant ophthalmology at ophthalmologist at Ramaya Medical Institute.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I have been the program director of National Program of I was National Program Control of Blind.
Yes.
We have the primary care and CNC and all that.
Yes, sir.
You are sending residents because you have got a medical college.
Yes,
But
sir.
by and large in country, it's very difficult to convince the secretaries and IAS and joint secretaries. Ministers, of course, don't know anything at all about
Yes, sir.
these subjects.
I think
So, it's a very good idea that we can screen the fundus of
Yes,
these
sir.
persons at the district level or the, not primary health center, at least community health center.
correct, sir.
But we are not getting doctors for community health centers, we are not getting doctors for primary health centers.
Yes, sir.
So, idea is very, very good.
Thank
But
you,
we
sir.
are far from
Yes, sir.
situation
It
which
still
we
has to be emphasized.
need-
It still
we
has
need
to
in this
come into
country.
the
The
picture.
government has to do it.
Yes, sir.
And government doesn't spend money on the health.
With the help of the government and our association,
Because
I
आपके
think we
medical
should.
college contribute कर रहे हैं so
Yes,
much of that. But
yes,
everywhere there is no medical college. No?
Correct, sir.
So it has to be government schemes.
Yes, sir.
So we are not doing because we are not putting enough money or enough people to do this. Otherwise, doctors at tertiary level will diagnose and advise.
Correct,
that,
sir.
Come along, we will operate you or we will do whatever.
Yes, sir.
Very good idea.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.